Hello, my beautiful friends. Julianne here of Julianne Annette Art. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Today I have a fun video planned. We are getting going on the my 2026 plans, and so this one is going to be 26 pages to color in 2026, as you might have figured out from the title. So I wanted to randomize it, and I wanted to use prompts, and so I film with my phone and I don't have a tablet or something to do the spinner. So what I've done is I did the spinner ahead of time and I wrote down basically just the numbers, and I have a list of all of my untouched books. So we're only working with the untouched books. A couple of caveats because I haven't gone to my list yet, but I made the list probably a couple of weeks ago. So if there's a book that since I made the list that I have plans to color in the next month or two, I'm not including it. I didn't want to include anything that I have plans, relatively immediate plans to color in. I wanted it to be ones that have no current plans of being colored, so that I could actually touch them in 2026. Because the goal is to actually color in books that I haven't touched or I'm not intending to touch. So we're going to go through the numbers, and then we're going to draw for each book. We're going to draw a prompt from the little basket here. The prompts I got from Kyra from A Pictured Purpose. I used most of her prompts, not all of them, and then I added a few of my own, and my printer wasn't working, so I had to handwrite everything, and that was a little bit of a pain. So yeah, I guess we're gonna get started. I wrote the books in here, and like I said, I haven't looked at it. I didn't want to look at the list. Yeah, and then we're going to record it. Like I said, this is my my 2026 planner, and I have a section here for the randomized untouched books and prompts, and so I'll be writing down all of the titles in here. So in 2025 I had done the 25 for 25, and it I didn't do great, but I didn't do bad, and I think this is just a different way of doing it that's maybe a little bit easier. I think my 25 for 25, I had thoughts that I touch each book twice, and then choosing a page is always difficult, so I thought if I just kind of have the random prompts and have it just be like the page is already picked and I'm just gonna try to get to the page, then I think it might be a little bit easier, because it's the decision paralysis that slows me down sometimes. So yeah, let's just get going on it. I'm going to bring this here. So number 1 is book 22 on the list, and book 22 on the list is C'est le printemps, which is a Disney book. So a couple caveats: if there is any Disney color, or like any of the color by numbers, I don't remember if I wrote them down or not, but if I did, I don't plan to do them, because I don't plan to include them in this, because I plan to get to them anyway. So that's that, and then we're going to choose a prompt to go with it. And the prompt is page based on holiday. So I feel like with spring there should be a nice Easter page or something. I don't know how to do this easy. I'll zoom you in a little bit. I think if I can't find specific holiday page, this would be a really easy one to turn something into an Easter page. Okay, I think we're going to flag this one for Valentine's, but I will keep it open to potentially altering an Easter page if I decide to. But at the moment, we're calling this one a Valentine's page. So we're going to write number 1. C'est le printemps. And I'm going to keep the prompts in the page so that I don't forget what it was, so that I don't have to come back to the video. Okay, so number 2 is book 149. And book 149 is Nice Little Town 14. We tucked the dog's bed right in next to me here, and so it's she's like right next to me, and I have to bend the books to get them out. Double page spread. So I made myself some rules. One of the rules is if I pulled the double page spread, I'm just going to set it aside, and I have to use it for the next book that it's appropriate for. So I will pull again. A page without a background. Which I assume is kind of like, because they're Kyra's prompts, and so I'm not sure, but I feel like a page without a background means a page that I don't have to fill in a background, which means something like this would be cute, which I actually really like that. For like these ones where there's a full page where there's not a background that you have to feel like the sky, you have to do something with the background. So I'm calling that a background. Okay, yeah, I'm actually going to choose this one here. And that is the page without a background. And we're going to write down Nice Little Town 14. And for number 3, it is book 35. I haven't decided if I'm going to insert. I did screenshot all of the spins, but I don't think I'm going to insert them in because you guys don't need to see that. Ectopia. Cool. That's exciting. For the Nice Little Town, like I have not, well, I have completed some from Nice Little Town 10. I think I've completed 1 page, but other than that, I haven't completed any Nice Little Town ones. So I think Ectopia is single-sided as well, so there's no double page spreads in this. So I'm going to draw another prompt, and it is a page set during the day. So what I've also done is I'm going to try to make it work with the prompt that I have, but if there's just nothing that works, then I'm allowing myself to do 1 redraw. I don't think there's a double page spread in here. If there is a double page spread in here, then I'll do that. But I feel like almost anything would work for a page set during the day here. But if there's one that specifically shows like sky or works with the sky, like maybe one of the bird ones or the flying creature ones, so that I can do a sky in the background. So I think I'm going to choose this one because it actually has clouds there in the background. And so that looks daytime. So I'm going to pop that in here. So that is Ecotopia. Later on I will add the prompts to my list, but I don't feel like doing it right now. I don't want to bore you guys. Number 4 is a page, or a number, number 4 is book 56, and 56 is on the same list. It is Galaxy Gals. That's exciting. So that is this book here, Galaxy Gals. Oh, I haven't been saying who they're by. The Ecotopia was by Ken Matsuda, and it is the newer version that was just released by Get Creative 6. And nice little town is Tatiana Bogema-Stilova. And then the C'est le Printemps is, I think, is the Disney Collective. I'm not sure if there's a specific artist. Yeah, it doesn't say a specific artist, I don't think. So I think it's the collective one. Anyway, so now we have Galaxy Gals, and we're going to draw another one. Because again, there's no double page spread in this one. A page with a vehicle. That might be a little bit difficult in this book, but let's see what we've got. There's a rocket here. Oh, and there's a rocket here. Okay, so we've got, did I say Galaxy Gals is by Kyra and Aldridge? Is it Kyra or Sarah? I think it's Kyra. Anyway, so we've got 4 different pages with rockets. We've got this one, this one, this one, they're on her pants, and this one, and it's pretty small in her cape. So I think, I don't love that they're all the same rocket, which means that I think she's just kind of copied and pasted. But anyway, I am leaning towards this one or this one at the moment. This one would be really fun to try to do a nice galaxy background, but this would be really fun to do galaxy cape. But then I'd have to do her cape and then this background a little bit different. So, Okay, at the moment, I'm going to choose this one actually, but I reserve the right to change to one of the other ones potentially. And I will put in planner Galaxy Gals. Okay, and then number 5 is book 101. Just in case you're wondering, there's 231 books on this list. So 101 is Pirates by Elena Lazareva. This is fun, but also interesting. Still no double page spread. So this one, let's pick a prompt. Most detailed page in a book. I think this one's got double, it's got 2 sets of images. And it does have a couple extras from her other books, but I'm not going to include those. I'm only going to use the ones from the actual Pirates book. So looking for the most detailed page. Okay, so for detailed, like this page is not the most detailed. It has an open background, but it's got the fine details like her rings and the keys and the little metal bits and things. This one here has more going on, but I don't think there's as many fine details. And then this one, I think this one is really the winner. There's just so much going on. There's no open background, so I think we're just going to go with this one. And we'll pop that in there. And we'll write down number 5 is Pirates. And I am going to write Elena Lazareva here because I have a couple books called Pirates. Okay, number 6 is book 8. I actually appreciate, I think the spinner did a good job of getting like the earliest books that I have and the later books that I have. I say that, but I thought I had made the list in order from when I got it to when, you know, like earliest to latest, but that's not true. It's actually just organized by shelf to make it easier for me to find the books. So, so far, actually, none of my super early books are on here. I was thinking number 8 was an early book, but it's not. Anyway, Fairy Tales and Folklore. Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Leadhall Oberg. And there's probably a double page spread in here. And if there is, that's what I'm going to do. But I have to get rid of... these are the cheap stickies that left garbage all over my pages. And I forgot to go back and remove them from all of my books. Okay, so I'm going to flip through, see if there's any double pages. If not, I will pull a different... well, there's a double page right there. So there's double pages, so I'm not going to pull a different prompt, but let's see what else there is. Okay, well, I didn't actually see any other double page spreads in here, so we're just going with this one, the little mice. And it's a super cute page anyway, so I don't mind. I am definitely a little bit intimidated to color in this book because it's probably like the most deluxe fancy book I own. And we will write in here Fairy Tales and Folk Lore. Okay, number 7 is book 47. Book 47 is Wondrous Folk. So that's Wondrous Folk by Christine Karen. And let's see what we've got here. Oh, a free pick. Haha. Isn't that lovely? Okay, let's see what we've got then. I do like this one. Also, I like this Viola and Sweet Temptation. She's gorgeous. Oh, she's fun. That would be fun. So the ones that I'm considering, I think, are the ice cream one, the cupcake one, or this Viola one. I do really love her, and I'd love to do the fantasy skin with her. I'm going to choose her for the moment, but I might change my mind. I might go back to that Viola. So that is Wondrous Folk by Christine Karen. We're going to write that on our list next. And number 8 is going to be book 90 on the list. So book 90 is A Million Magical Creatures. That's wonderful. I have destashed quite a few of my Lulu Mayo books. I just decided I don't need all of them. There's no need for it. Because I do find there are a lot of really similar ones, but this one is probably my favorite of all of them, but it's untouched. It's a more recent get. Her other ones I had gotten quite a while ago off of Book Outlet. So let's choose a prompt for this one. Page set in a forest. We'll see what we can find. I'm sure there's some trees of some sort here. Look, that could be foresty. It's a bit of a stretch, but why not? This one could be foresty as well, actually, because it's just the windy tree. Either one of these. I'm going to zoom you back out a little bit. So those are options, and then we'll see what else we've got. It's a little bit of a stretch, but this one with the mushrooms could count for like a little mushroom forest. Okay, so it looks like our forest ones are this double page spread, this one with the flowers, but I do think that's a bit more of a stretch, although like there is a lot of trees, but it is a stretch. And then this one, like this one could definitely be a quick easy win, I feel like. This one is the most challenging. This one's the kind of in between. I think this one, I don't know what these are, so that might make me stall. This would be fun to do just a fantasy forest and maybe use some water mediums. So I think it's between these ones. You know, we'll see. I'm going to flag the double page spread. But I, again, reserve the right to switch to this one, especially if it ends up being closer to fall. I just see this one being really cute with like the golds and oranges and browns kind of color palette. So we'll see. No, I am leaning towards this one, actually. I think it's just really cute. I don't know. This one's a lot. Yeah, we're just going to do this one, actually. It's the one that's speaking to me more. And so that is Page Set in a Forest. And we're going to add it to the list here. A Million Magical Creatures. So far, I'm very happy with my list. So that was number 8. Number 9 is book 102. Interestingly, there was a couple of times where it shows consecutive numbers. So 102 is Happy Moments. When I made my rules, I didn't write down for this, but I I did consider, should I make a rule about if I draw another one by the same artist, should I redraw it? But you know what? I'm not going to. I think if I pick a third book by the same artist, then I might consider redoing it. But, you know, my goal is to just touch more of my books. So we're going to go with it. So this is Happy Moments by Elena Lazareva. And let's give a little pull to the prompt. A page with a bird. Well, there's a bird on the cover, so that should be easy enough. I did flag a couple pages that I had been interested in. So this is another one. She's got the duplicates with the duplicates with doubles, like R.J. Hampson. She's got the bonus pages, and I'm not considering the bonus pages, only the ones from the proper book. So we're looking for a page with a bird, so obviously this one. We'll see if there's any more. This, we've got the flamingo. It's a stretch, and since there's a proper bird on the other page, I don't think I would do that. There's birds here too. I'm going to take out my my tags from my previous plan. They weren't specific plans, they were just pages that I liked. So we've got this lighthouse page and this page here. They're both really pretty. I think I really adore this page, and I don't ever like to start with my favorite page in the book. So I'm going to choose this one. And it's another one that I'm actually really excited about getting to this book. I haven't colored anything of hers, but I really love her style. So we're going to add number 9 is Happy Moments. Okay, that's fun. Okay, number 10th book is book 33 on the list. And 33 is, oh, Jardin L'Anglaise. So that one is, I was saying earlier about books I've had for longer or shorter, but this actually is one of my very most recent books. So let's see what prompt we get for this one. A page that reminds you of childhood. Interesting. Okay. This one is just, it's such a beautiful book. So, I'll move my coffee so we don't have any coffee accidents here. It's like 6 o'clock in the evening and I'm drinking coffee still because I'm a great sleeper and it really doesn't affect me. So let's see what reminds me of childhood. Little cat coming out the front door actually reminds me of being little and our cat. Back when having outdoor cats was a normal thing, now outdoor cats is like, you gotta live in the right place to have outdoor cats. Actually, I think a lot of this is going to remind me of like my childhood and my dad. He was really into gardening, so I could see a lot of it reminding me of young days. He used to have the gardens in the backyard, and so like these kind of things remind me. It always felt like such a magical fairyland out in his garden. The snowman could definitely be something that reminds me of childhood, building snowmen. I think I'm kind of hoping to not pick something super seasonal. Okay, so I think really only the two. I know this is a double page spread. I might consider separating it, or I might consider doing the whole thing kind of in November before Christmas. Or where's the other cat one? This cat. I think at the moment I'm gonna flag the cat one because it just does remind me of the cat that I had when I was young. Her name was Calico, so I might try to color it like her. But as usual, I reserve the right, if I haven't done it, come, you know, November-ish, I might decide to just do this and be brave. So that is Jardin à l'anglaise. So that was number 9, and we are on to book 10 is 33 from the list. 33 is, no, that was 10. We are on to 11, so that is 85 from the list. 85 is Magical Jungle. That is definitely one of my oldest books. Magical Jungle by Joanna Basford. And let's see what our prompt is. Page with favorite animal. I have lots of favorite animals. I am the kind of person who has a really hard time picking favorites of anything because I have a hard time committing. I have a hard time committing to a choice and letting go of the possibility of the other choices. But I have always liked like tigers and panthers and big cats, so that one is a contender, even though I don't love the page. But we'll see. Also birds. I'm a bird person. I'm a bit of a birder. So like colorful birds are always a win for me. Do love a reptile also. Oh, lemurs. Lemurs are fun. I do love a chameleon. I don't know that I'd call them, I love a chameleon, but I don't know that I'd call them my favorite, but we'll consider it. Love butterflies. I don't know that we're going to, like, I think I would keep those as insects, not animal. Ooh, hummingbirds. And there's a tiger. I'm going to take my finger out of the other tiger page and keep my finger on this one. Okay, so we've got a few pages. We've got this one with the two parrots. I love that. We've got the tiger here, the hummingbirds, not so much the chameleon, and then these parrots. I think there's another prompt in the basket of a page with a bird, and so I think I'm going to go with the tiger. Tigers were my absolute favorite animal, hands down, like for years and years and years. And still probably, you know, all big cats are closest to my heart. Heart. I do not have plural hearts. So yeah, we're going to go with the tiger. And that's Magical Jungle by Joanna Basford. And we will update this here. Magical Jungle. Again, I'm really, really loving all the choices. Definitely lots that I would not have picked. Like I said, it's that decision paralysis thing, you know? Okay, number 12 is book 187 on the list. So let's see, 187 is fashion aesthetic. Interesting. So that's this big sucker here. Top coil book, super duper thick paper. It's Fashion Aesthetic by Mindful Palette. And let's find a prompt for it. I'm going to give them all a good shake again. Page set in the evening. Yeah, it clears. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. This one we could make evening. We could say it's like a date. This one's got coffee and pastry, so not so much. This could be like an evening band practice, but this one might be a little bit hard. Oh, this one's definitely more of an evening page. Definitely an evening date. I would say that this one is also evening because having a cocktail. Okay, we could call this one evening because it looks like maybe she's prepping dinner, but I think the real two choices for evening are this one because she's having a beverage, or this one because it looks like she's going on a date. And I don't know what this is supposed to be. What would be easier? I think it would be easier. I could draw an actual like outside sky background here, whereas this one she's gonna got this background. So I'm gonna flag this one, but as usual, I reserve the right to change it to the other one. So that is Fashion Aesthetic. I think this one I'm definitely a bit more intimidated to color in these books, but you know, that's the idea, is that I want to touch books that I might not have touched otherwise, or that I might be a little bit intimidated to touch. So that was number 12. Number 13 is 70. And 70 is Imagimorphia. Fun, 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 fun. So Imagimorphia by Kirby Rosance. Let's get a prompt for it. A symmetrical page. Ooh, interesting. Okay. This one is a buddy color, actually, that was planned, but also that I've had zero kind of intention of doing, because it was like from almost 2 years ago. But it's actually a symmetrical page and would be quite perfect. This one is kind of symmetrical, like they are kind of balanced or reverse. It's just on the diagonal. These are also kind of symmetrical, these guys. Doing that as a double page spread is kind of symmetrical. these guys are symmetrical as well, but, and again, doing it as a double page spread would be symmetrical. These guys as a double page are symmetrical. It's a good prompt for Kirby because there's a lot of symmetrical things. The butterfly is definitely symmetrical. But I think it is only right in this book to go with this page that has been flagged for ages to do with my friend the Fiction Kitten, and they did their page like a year ago. And so I was thinking of just like writing it off even. So it's just the perfect opportunity to get that page done. I was definitely intimidated, I think, by doing the medals, and not intimidated, but just I wanted to take the time, and I am a big baby about spending time on things. So 2026 is the year that I would like to change that, and you know, take the time to color what I enjoy and not just try to focus on what I can do quickly. Imagine more. Fia. Wonderful. That's fabulous. Okay, that was 13, so we are on to 14 is 79. '79 is Tiny World's Pocket Pets. So we'll zoom back in because this is single-sided. So Tiny World's Pocket Pets by Alex Oxton. Let's find a prompt for it. There's two together there. Page set outside. Well, we'll see, like, in this book, they all seem to be, like, in things, like, in the drawer, in whatever, so we'll see about, like, this would be good, because the rain is outside still, so I'm gonna go with that kind of theory. This is in the house, this is out in the backyard. Okay, there's actually way more pages in this book than I thought. So all of my fingers. This little puppy dish pool party I think is super cute. Leaping Leopard's Butterfly Garden. They're just out in the little grass. Lemur, maybe I'll skip the lemur one, but this Otter's Bottle Cap Canal is adorable. The Mini Roo Ocean Ranch is adorable. And then there's like the giraffes are cute. The koalas are cute. That would be a really cute summer page. And the turtles are adorable. Another great summer page. And I think there was one more. Little Birds Flying School. I do really like that one. I really like the otters. I love the puppy one. Okay, I think we're going to skip the otters. This one is a lot of fun. The leopards are a lot of fun. It reminds me of the Bugs movie. But I think I'm really loving this puppy. So we're going to go with the Puppy Dish Pool Party for a page set outside. And we're going to write Tiny World's Pocket Pets. So that was 14.15 is 197. And 197 is Girl Power Volume 2. So that one's actually a cozy one. I'm surprised that there hasn't been any other cozy ones yet. Okay, so Girl Power Volume 2 by Ruby Joy. And let's find a prompt. Page with a technological object. And I think there's just a Christmas page that I had flagged. So let's find one with a technological object. Well, there's a sewing machine here, so that would definitely qualify. Game controller, cards, she's got a cell phone. Bless you.
Mark down the time so that you can edit that out.
I watched the whole thing anyway.
Huh?
I watched the whole thing when I edit. She's on a motorbike here. This would be a really fun page to do. She's listening. Oh, where are we? She's listening to headphones here, speakers here. This would be a fun page too. A radio. There's all sorts of pages in this book that that work. A game controller. So I like the sewing machine, but technology. So I think like this one with her playing the game is cute, but I really like this one or this one, but I think I'm leaning towards this one here, with the speakers and the that looks like a boom box of some sort, stereo. Yeah, it just seems like fun. So that's Girl Power Volume 2. First cozy page, first cozy book we've got, which I'm okay with. I didn't really want a whole lot of cozy books, but I'm fine to get a couple because I do want to touch the cozy books. That's part of this whole thing. And so that was 15. 16 is book 31, Hidden Earth. So, Hidden Earth by Rita Berman. I've got the English versions of them. So, let's pick a prompt. Page with multiple animals. Well, that should be easy, shouldn't it? I'm going to say multiple types, not just multiple number, if I can find it. Let's zoom out a little bit here. So like that's multiple number, or yeah, but we'll see if we can find some multiple types. Oh, this one here would be good. This one too. Are they a double page spread? Yeah, they're a double page spread. I've got myself a few double page spreads on here. This one's obviously perfect as well. Don't think these are double, is it? Yeah, I think I mean, they're kind of set up like not a double, but I think they are a double because the birds overlap. This page here has lots of different life forms going on. Again, it's a double page spread. They all seem to be doubles. Okay, so we've got this page, this page, this one. Oh, why did I keep that one in? And this one. So this, I like this one. I actually think this one is really fun with the leaves. I think the leaves might get a little bit monotonous, but if I just do them with something water-based, maybe it'll be less monotonous. But then I really like this one. Let's see which has the most. We've got bees. I'm going to count them as animals for this sake. And then the grasshopper, the butterfly, this guy, that's 4. Owl makes 5, squirrel makes 6, fox makes 7, hedgehog makes 8, and the deer makes 9. And then this one is more jungly. We've got the elephant, the zebra, little jaguar, cheetah maybe, toucan, and giraffe, so that's 5. And then the parrot, the monkey, and the hummingbird. I mean, I'm actually kind of feeling, oh, that's tough. That's tough. I'm kind of feeling this one a little bit more. I think the colors would be really fun. But then this would be just a really fun spring one to do. So we're going to tag this one, but as usual, I reserve the right to switch to the other one. Where did my thing go? There it is. Page with multiple animals. Sorry, I bumped the camera. So that's Hidden Earth by Rita Berman. That's awesome. This is the first of 2 videos for my 2026 plans. What you will learn in the second video is that Rita Berman is one of the focus artists that I have chosen for 2026. So I'm not excluding the books by my chosen artist from this, though, because I kind of suck at following through, or I kind of my goal is to touch all of the books by all of my focus artists, but that's not a reasonable, well, it's not that it's not reasonable. I'm just choosing not to exclude my focus artists from this list. So that was 16. 17 is book 117. Is It's a Cat's World. That's fun. What shelf is that on? Okay, I really had to search for that one. So it's A Cat's World by Teresa Goodridge. I have a couple other Cat World type ones, and I wasn't sure which one it was. So let's find a prompt for it. Page based on your zodiac sign. That may be hard on this one. My zodiac sign is Taurus, so I'm going to say something with like a bull, and I think I would accept a cow. I know Teresa Goodridge does do cows, so we'll see what we can find. With pages like this, there could be something hidden in there. Did allow myself to redraw if something doesn't work at all, and like with her books, it's kind of hard to just like add in my own thing or change something because there's so much detail, and I don't really want to just go buggering things up. So I'm going to redraw because I can't find anything Taurus related. A page set in summer. Okay, that one we should be able to find something that works in here that's set in summer. Because there are a couple. Oh, look, this one's perfect for summer. There's some outdoorsy ones that would be good. This one could definitely be summer, having a nice summer catnap. Okay, so I do like the lazy cats. And again, with the lazy cats, the little napping cats definitely reminds me of a summer day, but I feel like the beach scene is the most obvious page set in summer, so we're going to go with that one. And we'll add It's a Cat's World to our list. So that was 17. We are on to 18. And I'll put the other guy back in. So 18 is book 15 on the list. And book 15 is Petite Poupée. Oh, lovely. Petite Poupée by, is it Capucine Savignon? Savignon. Capucine Savignon. And a page picked by a friend or family member. So that's fun. I will probably have my partner pick it. He is a little bit anti-Disney and anti-establishment, but he can pick one anyway because that's just the way it goes. But I'm really excited to color in this book. I haven't had it too long. I definitely missed the boat when everybody else was doing it last year, but I'm super excited to color in it because it's just so adorable. I love that they all have little pudgy bellies. Yeah. So, a page picked by a family member. I'm just going to stick that in the front, and I will make a mental note to myself to have my partner or somebody else pick a page, and we're going to put Petite Poupée. I'm totally loving this list. So that was 18. We are on to number 19 is book 177. Book 177. And that is, oh, it's a Coloring Heaven Dragon Special. So the Coloring Heaven Dragon Special, which has dragons by multiple artists, R.J. Hampson, Panna Zamba, Elizabeth Best, and Herb Leonard. Oh, let's pick a prompt first, huh? I'm going to give it a shake up again. Okay, let's see what we got here. A page with clothing. That may be difficult. Oh, but there's Herb Leonard ones have clothing, so might be doing my first Herb Leonard page because this one has clothing. All the Herb Leonard ones probably have clothing because they all have people in them. Except maybe even the little fairy has clothing. Okay, so the Herb Leonards are all possibilities. We'll see if there's anything else. I mean, I could count that as clothing as well. the knight here is armor clothing. The fella here, I suppose, is clothing. It's really small. I do feel like if I can, I want it to be a bigger part of the element, a bigger element on the page. I don't want it to be just like tiny and hardly visible. So I would choose one where it's more noticeable rather than one where it's less noticeable. Oh, the dragon's wearing clothing here. That's fun. Oh, he's got a little backpack. Okay, so I don't know if an apron counts as clothing. This one is super duper duper adorable. I really, really like it. Definitely feels like, is he on ice or is he on rock? I could make it crystal. I think it's supposed to be ice. It's called Frozen Fun. So that one is a definite front runner, especially if I'm, you know, doing it later in the year, or I could actually do it really soon, like in February while it's still cold. We have snow till March here, so, you know, that's no big thing. This one is really cute as well, the Herb Leonard. Again, like I said, I want it to be more of a visible element, so one where the person wearing the clothes is a little bit more full size on the page. So I think it's down to this one, or this one. But because I have actual Herb Leonard books and I don't have anything else by Elizabeth Best, I think I'm going to choose this one. And stick that in there. And so that is the Coloring Heaven Dragon Special. Dragons. Special. Okay, that was 19. Now we're on to number 20, and 20 is book 219, which is very close to the end of my list, and it might actually be one of my homeless books. No, it's not. It's another cozy book. Cozy Eras 2. Let me find that. Okay, I think so far so good. For only having 2 from the cozy books. I'm happy with that. So Cozy Eras 2 by Jade Summer. And let's pick a prompt for it. Picked up like 3. Page with a sweet treat. Oh, that should be easy enough in here. So let's see what we've got. Maybe not as easy as I thought. But the cover has a milkshake, so at the very least there will be that one. They're eating pizza there, but that's not a sweet treat. There's a fruit here that is sweet, but I don't know that I would necessarily call it a sweet treat. Milkshake. So really we've got the milkshake here or the milkshake here, but I think I like the Cozy Diner one. They're both a Cozy Diner, but I like the dine-in versus the dine-out, I think. So we're going to go with this one. And I'm thankful that there is enough of a sweet treat that we can call a milkshake a sweet treat. I'll add it to the list here. Cozy Eras 2. And that was 20, so 21 is book 109. Is Fall Gals and Puppy Pals. I had to wrestle my own puppy to get it out past her. I have my desk is here, and then on my left side in front of the window is my bookcase, and basically between my chair and the bookcase, the dog's bed is there so that she can be near me because she always wants to be with me. Fall Gals and Puppy Pals by Deborah Muller. Let's choose a top. We'll give it another shake. Shake it up, shake it up. Page with Mountains. Maybe may be difficult, but I could probably draw mountains in on a page like this. So this one obviously would be one likely. Oh, this one actually it could be, I could turn the clouds into mountains pretty easily as well. This is almost like they're on hills, but it also is kind of pumpkin patch. This one I could say she's on a mountain camping, but I don't quite think so. Okay, so the pages I have it narrowed down to is this one, and this one. And I feel like this one with these like pine trees fits the best with adding in my own mountains. So we're gonna go with that one. That'll be nice and easy to add some mountains in there. So that is Deborah Mahler, Fall Gals and Puppy Pals. And Puppy Pals. Okay, so that's 21. Now we are on to number 22 is 129. 129, Alice's Adventures. I believe that is this Forest Diver. That's why I organized it by shelf, so that I knew exactly the place where I could find it, since there's so many different Alice in Wonderland ones. So Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by illustrated by Forest Diver, but it's a Julia Rivers Publishing, and page with words. Let's see if there's any words. I don't know if this has doubles in it or not. I'm not sure, but let's find out. Something like just adding in "We're all mad here" on a page like that would work. Oh, this page does have words. Okay, so the pages I have, we've got this Drink Me one here, where she's very, very tiny, and the key, and looks like the Sea of Tears. We've got this one with White Rabbit's Home. I feel like and then this with all the signs. I did keep this because I think it would be fun to add in "We're all mad here" up here. It just feels appropriate in that space. But since it's a page with words, and there are ones with words, I think I should stick to that. So I'm thinking either this one or the Drink Me. I feel like the Drink Me would be fun, but I think I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna choose this one with the signs, and as usual, I reserve the right to switch to the other one, the Drink Me, because I'm really torn between those two. So that is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. And we're just gonna put Alice's Adventures. Or no, we'll just do in Wonderland. So that's 22. We've just got 4 more to go. 23 is book 185. 185 is Anne Stokes' Dragon. This guy here, these are really big books. They're like as tall as a Coloring Heaven, but square. So let's zoom out. They are single-sided. And it's Hinkler Explorer. I know Hinkler, I think they're an Australian company, and they do a lot of AI books, but this isn't AI. Okay, let's see what we got. A page with a mythical creature. Would you look at that? How fortuitous. We're in a dragons coloring book. So I think about any page will do. We'll just see what calls. I do love this page. I love this. Like I've loved Anne Stokes so long before I knew adult coloring was a thing, and I've just loved her art, and that was always one of my favorites. I think if I was doing it at Christmas, like in November or December, this would be a really fun page to do. I really like this one. I think the Art Nouveau frames throw me off just because I know they're kind of tedious, but I feel like you could just do it, fill it all in with a metallic marker or something. This dragon would be really fun to for shading and kind of make a glowy background. This gives me very Game of Thrones vibes. This gives me the wing riders from Throne of Glass. Okay, so I really like this one because it's like it reminds me of Throne of Glass, which I do. I think I've read like 4 books in the series. This one, just even though like it's simple, but I think it would be really fun to play with the like color and shading and background. And where's the other one? No, it was the Christmas one, but I don't think I don't want to flag a Christmas one. I don't want to lock myself in if I don't have to. So I think it's really between this one and this one, but I think I'm going to choose this one. Let's be brave. The most fortuitous of prompts for this book, and we're going to say Anne Stokes Dragon. That's fun because it's another book that I like would never think to go to. So that was 23. We are on to 24 is book 55. And 55 is Dream of Chibis. So Dream of Chibis, we'll zoom back in, by Lucy Wu. And let's, oh, the page based on your zodiac sign. It's back. So we might find something in this one, maybe. So again, I'm Taurus is the bull. Let's see what we've got. I do think, at least with this one, I could draw the constellation in. So we're going to keep it, and we'll, she's more devil horns, but I really adore this book. Well, I mean, I know why I haven't colored it, because, you know, we know the experience of my last year. That I just avoided coloring anything that would take any kind of effort. Also, I think I'm a little bit afraid of this. Not afraid, but I do want to make it pretty, you know? So, don't think we're finding any actual bulls, but there's definitely quite a few spacey ones where we can throw in a constellation. I did like flashy. I like this one, but this is a little bit harder to throw in a constellation, but this one's really beautiful. It'd be easy to put a constellation in here, again in here. This one I felt like her little anime buns would be easy to turn into like some bull horns, and then add the constellation in. And it wasn't her. It was, oh, I feel like I held my finger in the wrong page. But that's okay. It is what it is. I think I really like her because I can do bullhorns, and I like this one because it's just really wide open to add the constellation in. But because she's so centered, like maybe I would do it over here. This one with the lines is a little bit harder to draw in the constellation, but I could give her bullhorns, like I said. But I'm going to go with this one, and I'm going to draw in the Taurus constellation. And we're going to write Dream of Chibis. So that's 24. We have number 25 is book 37 on the list. Oh, 37 is Leon's Journey. So Leon's Journey by Kanoko Egusa. I had to do a little bit of digging to find, because they're all Japanese. On my shelf, they're all Japanese writing, so I had to find it. Let's see what our prompt is here. Page set in a different country. Well, I mean, they're kind of all set in Japan, aren't they? I see my book has a little ding here. I don't know how well you can see it, but I don't think it affects it too much. So let's see what ones actually look like they're set in a different country. And like something that clearly shows like a culture or something. Like this one with the architecture definitely seems like not Canada. Oh, advent calendar. This one here actually is very clearly not a Canadian thing with this kind of bridge. Appreciate it being seasonal. This is certainly something that you could see in Canada. Oh, this one too, because we just don't have anything deserty here in Canada. Oh, this one is like traveling. Got the suitcases to go do some traveling. Okay, so we've got it down to a few pages. This one here, it's not entirely another country, but it is, you know, with the suitcases, there's definitely traveling, even though you can't really quite see where she is. But it has travel vibes, and I appreciate that. This one here is absolutely stunning, has Mediterranean vibes. This one with the cactus in mind. Frame enough. I think I'm in frame enough. It's just when it's not flat. Okay, so this one with the cactuses, again, we don't have anything like that here. And then this one with the bridge, we don't have anything like that here. I'm gonna pass on the travel one, and then we're basically down to the Mediterranean, the desert, or this European looking architecture and bridge. And I think we'll skip that and either the Mediterranean one or the desert one. It's one of those things I feel like the desert one might be easier because coloring the buildings would be more challenging. And I'm going to challenge myself. And we're going to go with this Mediterranean looking one. My partner's upstairs cooking dinner and I can smell it. It's bacon. We are all feeling a little at the end of our capacity. And so we're having just croissants and bacon and toasted croissants and bacon and like side salad for dinner, which is so lovely. But it's making me hungry because I can smell the bacon cooking. So, Leon's Journey. I am so pleased with the results of all of these so far. The only two, buggering up my pages and behind. The only two cozy books I've pulled, I'm really happy with that. I was a little bit afraid that there was going to be a ton of cozy books. Okay, so last book, number 26, is book 157. And that's going to be Benny Blue. Let's find Benny Blue. So our last book is Benny Blue by Christine Caron. Caron, I don't know how you're supposed to say her name. We'll do a page set in autumn. So let's find a Benny Blue page set in autumn. And once again, I'm only going to do not these bonus pages, but only an actual Benny Blue page. Well, I mean, you could certainly call the Halloween one autumn. This definitely looks autumny. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. I love I really love this little guy, and I am very excited to color in this book finally. Christmas, Easter, got all sorts of seasonal ones in there. That's nice. Okay, so I think that basically either this little umbrella one or this little Batman one, and I'm actually going to choose the umbrella one and make this the autumn one, and maybe I could draw in some leaves, because unless I like, this one just feels a little plain, so unless I'd love to actually draw in a background here or something, so I'm not yeah, I'm gonna hold off on this guy, and I'm gonna do the Stormy Day Cat Rescue for a page set in autumn. And that is our last book, Benny Blue. So this is just like books I want to touch. They're not, this isn't like a I have to list. This is more of a, you know, when I'm feeling a little bit lost or a little bit aimless, or just want to do something different, then I'm gonna go to this list, because a lot of times that I feel like coloring and I'm just so, like I said, I get that decision paralysis. So I just avoid choosing, or I end up just scrolling through Instagram, or, you know, being overwhelmed with decisions. So this is my go-to list for that kind of thing. The pages picked, I would not change a prompt for a book. The prompts are what they are, but I will potentially, if I'm really not feeling one of the pages that I picked, I would, I allow myself to change my pick, but still matching the prompt that I chose for the book. So, yeah, that's it. I had a lot of fun doing this and going through and choosing the pages and choosing the prompts, and I'm really happy with the list that it gave me, actually. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope it was fun for you as well. I know I always like watching the videos with the randomized picks and prompts and things like that. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you have any of these books also untouched. I don't necessarily want to take on a whole bunch of buddies for them, but I would love to have some, you know, make buddies out of them. I think that would be fun. It would certainly help me to get to them. So if you're interested in buddying in any of them, you can comment down below or message me on Instagram. Probably better to message me on Instagram for that. But yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would love to grow my channel more. And yeah, I'm getting really close to 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing your time with me. I know this was a long one. I'm hoping to edit out some of the fluff make it a little shorter, but I think it's still going to be a long one. And yeah, thanks for sharing your time with me. Be kind to yourselves out there. Bye-bye.